Acharya ji, you say, watch your cup of tea, watch your ugly modesty. Watch the tree, watch the bird. Liberation is there instantly. Acharya ji, for me, the one who is watching everything, there is a constant unrest. The unrest is the same, no matter what the object is. The unrest is bothering, hurting. In the name of surrendering this unrest, am I holding on to it instead of letting go? Maybe I do not even know how to surrender. Please help me, Acharya ji. I do not even know what I want. All I know is only this unrest. Please help me understand, Acharya ji. Thank you very much. With gratitude and love. Jyoti. So Jyoti, you have a lot of energy. You have a lot of energy. Where do you find more energy? In a still ocean or in a bellowing ocean? Who requires more energy? A man sitting still or a man running hither-thither? Unrest implies a lot of energy, and that is being used to run from here to there, from pillar to post. The matter is quite simple. You need not be so bothered. As long as you have spare time, spare space, spare energy, it will turn against you. You have to devote every bit of yourself to something very sublime, far bigger than you. This devotion is called surrender. What else is surrender? To give that up which you have. But you just can't give up something to anybody or anywhere. It has to be given to the right one. So in fact, devotion is a more self-explanatory word than surrender. Because surrender sometimes sounds like letting go, dropping. And that almost is like dropping a wasteful piece of plastic in the waste bin. Here we are talking of your life, not waste plastic. That which you are to drop is your command and control over your time, your energy, your resources, your space. Can you just drop it like plastic? No, it is not waste. It is not valueless. It has value. So it has to be given to someone who deserves it. Are you getting it? So devotion is a better word. You have to devote it, not just let go. It's like one is carrying medicines that one doesn't need. What is better? To throw them away somewhere? Or to donate them to a hospital? So what is better? Letting go or devotion? Letting go can mean, I don't want to carry the burden of these medicines, so I'll just throw them out of the window. Now, is that something advisable? Not only is it not advisable, it is also impractical. Why? Because deep down you know that the medicines have value. So it will become very difficult for you to keep throwing them out of the window. Every time you throw a capsule or a tube out of the window, you will know that you have thrown away something valuable. So the process of letting go will be not fast. It would be a slow process impeded by lack of willingness. But if you know that which you have is now going to a more deserving place, then it becomes far easier to drop. Are you getting it? If you take that same box of medicines to the hospital, it will be easier and faster. Because now there would be no internal resistance. That is why, even as the world keeps talking of dropping and letting go, these are very fashionable terms in neo-spirituality. India has remained old-fashioned, and India talks of good old devotion, bhakti. India does not, in the Zen way, just say drop. India says devote. And this difference must be very clearly understood. Dropping is very, very self-centered, whereas it is the very self that you have to drop. What does dropping mean? Dropping, in a sense, is like littering. I do not need it anymore, so I just throw it away. So I get unburdened. I just had the mineral water. Now the bottle is of no use to me. It's a burden. So what do? I litter. Dropping can imply littering. It really does not. But then the mind is always searching for opportunities for mischief. So, to the mind, dropping can even mean littering. And that is very, very petty behavior, selfish thing. No, is it not? I don't need the bottle, so I throw it out of the window. And if you are indulging in that kind of selfishness, have you really dropped anything? Because what is there to drop? The self itself. But dropping is not really a complete freedom from the self. Because dropping is in itself, I am repeating, a self-centered activity. You are saying, I don't need it. In real practical life, that which bothers you is not merely conceptual. It is tangible. Spare time bothers you. Spare energy bothers you. That spare energy becomes restlessness, Jyoti. Why do you want to throw these things away like waste plastic? Why not devote them to the right place? And unless you devote them to the right place, dropping won't happen. So devotion and dropping are not opposite to each other. You can even say that devotion is the real meaning of letting go or dropping. Are you getting it? You cannot be restless if you have no time. Restlessness demands spare time. You cannot be restless if you have no spare bit of energy left. Why do you have energy left? Why are you not devoting all your energy to a great mission? Why don't you find out opportunities to contribute, to volunteer, to do something worthwhile? Why do you just sit and ponder? Why? And if you will just sit and ruminate, that doesn't take you anywhere. Rumination does not make you a Rumi. Or does it? There are many who in the name of spirituality do just this much and only this. What? No, spirituality is not about a lazy body and a hyperactive mind. Spirituality is about having a body fit and eager to serve the Lord, an intellect willing to apply itself to a noble cause. That is spirituality. Ask yourself, are you making the best use of your time? Are you making the best use of your intellect? Are you making the best use of everything that you have? If you are doing that, you just can't be restless. Even to suffer, you require time. Get busy, Jyoti. Get extremely busy. You won't suffer.